The second word from the cross, it is a universal feature of human societies that there are hierarchies. There are always those at the top who are successful, and at the bottom those who have failed. One of the humiliations poured on Jesus at the cross is that he is crucified between two failures, criminals who have committed the serious offence of rebellion against Roman rule. It is a calculated insult on the part of the authorities who say what they think someone who claims to be a king. The crowd around the cross is mocking Jesus, and as they do this, one of the criminals joins in. The other rebukes him, saying, "We are getting what our deeds deserve, but this man has done nothing wrong." Then, in an extraordinary statement, he says, "Jesus, remember me when you come into your kingdom." It is typical of Christianity turning things upside down, that the first person to acknowledge that the cross was a triumph rather than a disaster was a man at the bottom of society. Those in religious and political authority mock Jesus' kingship. This dying criminal acknowledges it. In response, Jesus turns to the criminal and makes this wonderful promise. "Truly, I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise." We see authority in this statement, truly. Jesus says, "You can rely on it because I say it." What Jesus is saying is not just the sort of wishful, hollow words of hope that we hear in hospital wards, such as, "Don't worry, you'll soon be out of here." It is the most trustworthy of promises. At the cross, Jesus becomes the ultimate victim, suffering in the place of people. Yet although he loses almost everything on the cross, one thing he retains is his authority. He remains the Lord, and as such, he is able to make promises. And what a promise it is. "Truly, I tell you, today you will be with me in paradise." The word paradise means a garden, and it is used in the Greek version of the Old Testament for the Garden of Eden. What Jesus is saying is, "I promise you that this very day you will be in the Garden of Eden with me." What better words could anyone ever hear? What comfort, what hope, what security are in these words. We see in this exchange between Jesus and the criminal a picture of the breathtaking and almost incomprehensible nature of God's grace. The criminal on the cross merely acknowledges his own guilt and recognizes that Jesus is truly God's King. And this confession is enough for Jesus to accept him and offer him salvation and eternal life. This doomed, dying man has no opportunity for baptism, good works, or charity. All he can do is admit his guilt and affirm that Jesus is Lord. For almost 2,000 years, men and women in the most terrible and hopeless situations have found in Jesus' promise all the hope they need. Ponder this: Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. A prayer. Eternal God, the hope that we have in you is truly staggering. May we live our lives in the light of eternity with you. Amen.